If you recently moved to the US, or if you are about to move here, you have noticed that the US credit score system is a little bit unfair for people that just moved here. You will start with no score, and it will take quite a while until you've built it. So this series is aimed at just showing you a few simple tricks how you can optimize your score. And today's tip is probably the most mundane of all of them. We are only talking here about how to better time the payments of your credit card. On our website, we have one example where one of our users had a 47 points increase. We've seen sometimes more, sometimes less, so don't take that as a guarantee for how much it will be for you, but the impact is quite outsized. You can see in this screenshot here is that the only thing that changed for that person, utilization went down from about 3% to 8%. Right? That utilization is so important, and that you should keep it low. Some people say 30%, some people say 10%, and it is actually not that clear cut. So let's have a look at this. What happens is that while you use your credit card during the month, your credit balance increases. However, that credit balance is only reported to the credit bureaus once a month, and that's the so-called reporting date or statement date. The issue is that you will have autopay activated. The date that your credit balance is due, most of the time when autopay pays it, is after the reporting date. Solution is kind of simple. What you do is you just figure out when your reporting date is. You don't autopay. You just pay, say, 2 days before, and which leads to your reporting date being basically 0, or maybe, as in the case of our user here, 8%. And has a huge impact. The different factors that impact your credits, obviously paying your credit balance, the utilization, like how much balance you use compared to how much credit limit you have, is the number one factor impacting it. And we've built this tool here to help you do this. So in the first step, you just figure out what are the reporting dates of your credit cards. And the thing is, that differs by credit card provider, but also by person. What I've done is I just downloaded my credit report and then just dropped it into Claude and reporting dates. So I'll just do that real quick. I add this here, discover was on, and then I'll just add another one to keep it simple at first. One on the 13th. You'll notice it's just a nickname, just so you know which one it is. SettleKit is not saving this. You then click continue and you get this very simple plan. But now what do you do with this plan? There are two things you can do. You can do that yourself. And what we give you is basically a Google reminder. You can add that to your calendar, and it always reminds you a couple of days before your statement date to down your balance. I did that at first, and guess what? I forgot it quite often. I still had autopay activated, so I didn't get into any late payments, but I missed the window for paying earlier. So we did a lot of research, apps or automations that allow us to do it. And with some banks, you can do it with that particular bank, but most don't offer this, especially not the kind of more immigrant-friendly credit card companies that we've looked at. Really just one tool in the entire US that allows you to automate it. It's Sequence. So Sequence is basically a visual workflow tool, and they allow you to connect all your different accounts and then create rules. That's all there is. What I've done, which is very cool, is have this AI agent that can build it for you. And all you have to do, and that's why we ask you on SettleKit for your reporting dates, you can just copy paste this prompt and drop it right into Sequence. After you're logged in, how Sequence will look like, and you just take that prompt that we just copied and paste it here. And now this will run a while. It will ask you a few questions. It will ask you to connect your bank accounts and so on. In my case, I've already done. This is how it will look like. Here it is. Ask me a few questions. My account, but that's it. Just make sure that your account is always funded with money. Otherwise, it doesn't work. But apart from that, that's it. Nothing else you have to think about. And this will now run in the future. Oh yeah, Sequence is not free. It costs $15 or $16 a month, and you paid on but there are promotions. You find them online. You find them on SettleKit, 50%, and then it's like $7 something per month. You can just you get your money back within 30 days, like in the first day, risk-free to try out. And that's all there is. So you try it out. As you don't have to change your spending pattern. You don't have to change anything except for setting up the Sequence, or you do it manually and you add it to your Google Calendar. Which is just as viable an option to do. I hope this helps, and make sure to check out SettleKit.